Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running right, Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
You can't block me.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wilson going for Metcalf on the... He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Quick. Watch the slap.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, here's Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't want to. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. The shotgun snap for Newton. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Newton on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Newton looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Spinning away. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, it's Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready? Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? 8.
Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
I got you.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to walk one deep left side. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 92 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10. Newton again. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
20. Check. 8. Great. Lucky. 25. Check 8. Check 25.
Again, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He was looking that time for Stills. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check. 380. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the right.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 8. Check 9. Check out. Gun.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Well, a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7th. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game?